Hello and welcome to Ready to Resell. I'm Kayla.
And I'm Leah.
And today we are going to do something a little different and do a Ready to Rant
Woohoo!
episode. We love doing these. It really gives us like a therapeutic way to vent about things that happen in our reseller community that just make our lives a little bit more difficult.
And we're trying to keep this a positive one in some ways, but as you know, as resellers out there, we're all working very hard, either part-time, full-time in our businesses. And whenever the platforms that we're on do something to make our job a little harder, it gets you worked up a little bit.
It does.
And thankfully, we have each other.
You're being very kind about it.
We are.
Love,
so if you haven't seen our first one, go back. It's just a few short minutes and watch our Posh Party live. It's on YouTube, our Been-In app channel. And we do a little rant right when Poshmark comes out with their new Posh Party Live feature. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to do a follow-up on that one because when that rant came out, we hadn't even participated yet. We were part of the beta testing. They had told us about it, but it was brand new, hadn't even started. So now we have actually participated in them. Actually, the first time we participated in them was a complete accident.
I was just about to say that.
It was hilarious. I had no idea what was going on. So first of all, that's kind of part of the problem is we were doing our regular auction and I just happened to choose a category on an item that was part of the Posh Party Live. So I automatically, when I put that item up to auction, it automatically put us into the Posh Party Live. Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting here doing my thing. We're auctioning items off, woohoo, selling things. And all of a sudden there's glitter. There's like explosions.
You think you've won something.
I didn't know. I was going, what? I'm literally in the middle of the auction going, what just happened? And all the buyers are all like, I don't know. And then someone goes, oh, you're part of the Posh Party. I'm like, I didn't plan it. So it was very distracting.
Everyone was laughing so hard because they were all sending in like laughing emojis.
Yes.
But also like the little heart eyes emoji that's in the live auction changes to like the birthday. What are those things that you blow and
like
they make
that.
sound?
Woo! Yeah.
But the little emoji changes, and so your screen definitely does like a transformation. But you don't get a choice. You're just in it.
And so if you weren't expecting it, like the first time it happened to us, it derailed us for 5 minutes. I couldn't figure out what was going on. So after that happened, and I was doing the auction, and you were home watching it. Right?
Yeah, I was watching it. And I was taking screenshots because I was like, ooh.
What's going on?
This is cool.
And so we were sitting there talking about it afterwards, and we were saying, I wonder if it really helped. Like being part of this Posh Party, did it actually help? So I think the next week, I looked ahead and saw that there was going to be a Posh Party Live during the time that we were doing one of the auction. So while it was going on, I kept track of the number of people that were coming in and out of the room. So it's like, okay, when we started the auction, we had 41 people. We went up to 42. We went down to 38. And then we ended, I think, at 39. So really being part of the Posh Party Live didn't change anything from the number of buyers that we had, didn't really increase anything. We didn't get a lot of new buyers coming in. And then I found out later from you, it could actually take some of your buyers away.
Yes. It kind of popped up and was like, hey, look at the other shows also participating in the Posh Party Live.
From a buyer perspective.
From a buyer's perspective, because I was logged in as my own personal Poshmark watching you at Paperclip. And it was like, hey, check out these other shows. But it was a drop down from the top that completely covered your face.
So from a seller
and
perspective.
I could click on those and leave the room.
Yeah. So as a seller, I have 30, 40, 50 people in a room in my auction anyways. So then if I am intentionally or unintentionally part of this Posh Party Live, after that item is over, Poshmark is trying to remove my buyers from my show to go to somebody else's show.
The followers that we've worked so hard on creating and getting into our show because of the Posh Party Live, you're going to prompt them
to leave,
to go somewhere else.
So this whole Posh Party Live thing, Poshmark, you're putting way too much money into it. You're putting way too much time, and it's not helping. I've done it several times. I am not seeing a return on an increase of buyers. I'm actually seeing a decrease of buyers in my room during that time. I feel like it's distracting. So stop it. Let's just stop that one. It's a no-go on that. Now,
she's getting fired up. You can hear it in her voice.
I'm being nice. I do want to give a kudos to Poshmark because they have come out with a couple of features that have been good, or at least are in the direction of being good. So the first one is they now have, if you are a Posh Party, not Posh Party, if you are a Poshmark live seller, if you're doing live auctions, at the end of your auction, after you've ended the show, on your screen, there is the stats for your show. And that information is helpful because before that was something we had to manually keep track of, but also information we couldn't keep track of. So it tells you how long your show was going, like how many minutes. It tells you how much money you made, your profit in that show, how many sales you made. It tells you how many buyers you have, but it also tells you how many buyers were in your room, unique. And that information is helpful for us, especially now that we have 3 auctions. We've been playing around with different days and times. And so if you are new into Posh Live auctions or wanting to add one or change your date, that's good to see, like, okay, I've had a lot of people or a lot of engagements on these days and these hours. So those stats are good. The negative side about it is it's just a screenshot on your phone immediately after you finish the show. You have to screenshot, you have to capture that as a picture, and it immediately goes away. So if you don't see it or if you don't get to it in time,
I was going to say, if you don't get to it,
and it goes away. It's gone. Or like you were doing yesterday in the auction, you were like, it came on, you're like reaching over, trying to screenshot it.
I had to hurdle over a table to get to my phone on the light ring to get that screenshot because it's only there for about 4 seconds.
It's like, it's there. You got to capture it and it goes away.
So why?
Why wouldn't Poshmark, you have our email address. You're emailing us the labels for what people buy afterwards. Why not email us those stats? Or put it on our Poshmark page or something. It makes no sense why you're just going to have it up there and have it disappear quickly. Or you don't mind us sending us emails about, here's 432 items uniquely for you. I love those messages.
That's my favorite one. Like, you took the time to find us almost 500 items that we'll love, but you can't send us a quick screenshot of our Posh stats.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Yes.
The other thing that we have used, the new feature that Poshmark has used that is fantastic, is the new Buy It Now feature.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. We played with that at our Monday live unboxing, and that was fun.
Yes, and so we did do it completely on the fly. We had seen it come up. It had been on several of our shows. We hadn't used it before, and we decided, let's just take a risk. Let's see what this is, and let's use it. And that was fantastic. So there is an option when you, as a seller, when you're doing a live auction, you have the auction button, but right next to it, it says Buy It Now. You click the total what you want to set that price at, and then you just auction it off. So for example, we had our live unboxing, we just got a new shipment in, and we had several of these beautiful wooden cake stands. Beautiful. And they weigh like 3.5 pounds. So they're really hard for us to put in our 5-pound boxes. So we decided, okay, we're going to do it as a Buy It Now. So we set a specific price. I just chose $8, which I think your eyes were going to bug out of your head when I said that the first time. You're like, $8?
It's the face I always give her when I'm like, we could probably do like 10.
I know, we probably could have done more.
We wanted to try the new feature, and we had several, like we had about 10 of them or so.
Let's do it.
So let's do it. And it was fun. And we sold every single one. I love that it's like boom, boom, boom.
Yes. So
very fast.
We set 5 quantity and hit the Buy It Now feature, said 8. And then it sits there. It's not an auction, so it doesn't count down. It just sits there as long as you have it up and people can buy it. Now, if all 5 of them didn't sell, then you can end the Buy It Now. So it's not up there permanently. You can end it whenever you want if people aren't purchasing it. This is fantastic. If you have items, the same item, that multiple quantities of it that you just want to sell a whole bunch at the same price. I think that's a great way to do it. We'll use it in the future because selling overstock, we get a lot of things like that. And it's an easy way for us to move products for y'all, but also a great way that y'all can get some good deals too. So
especially if you have a listing that has been floating in your closet for a long time and has a lot of likers and you have multiple quantities, 100%, especially if it's not selling, you've got it priced high, you've got lots of likers, run it drop the price down and just sell out and move that inventory.
And move the inventory.
Get it
move it
gone.
on. If you have bigger items, things like that are bulky and they're taking up room, let's move that inventory.
You've got people in the room. They're watching you.
Yes.
Crank it out.
It's exciting. So yay Poshmark for a couple of new features. We love the stats. Please email it to us or allow us to access it later, not just screenshot it. But we love the stats and we love the buy it now feature. So yay on those. On this Posh Party Live.
Yeah, if you could just remove Paperclip 47, just untag us from the whole Posh Party Live party. We don't want to really party with you.
It's the whole party is.
Yeah, you can't sit with us.
Are we party poopers?
You can't sit with us.
Can I sing the party pooper song?
What's the party pooper song?
It's the every party has a pooper. That's why we invited you. Party pooper. Party pooper. Okay.
Poshmark party pooper.
Party pooper.